Alright guys, we're back with another video on my channel. This is another add-on showcase video. In this video we're going to be going over one of the dinosaur add-ons in the Minecraft Marketplace. And this is, I believe, what I believe to be the best dinosaur add-on in the entire game. So without further ado, I'm going to open this chest in front of me and we're going to get started. As you see, we got some dinos on the sides here. We're just going to go over that in a minute or two. But first, what I wanted to do is wanted to look at these are the two new armor types that have been added into the game. As you can see, they're holding the electric weapons, making the little spits sound, I guess we'll call it. But there's a bunch of stuff to go over, obviously. But first, gotta go over the books. As you can see here, we've got passive dinos, neutral dinos, aggressive dinos, and I'm just gonna go over all of them. But as you see here, we got the Allosaurus. There we go. I'm sorry, that wasn't the Allosaurus, that was something else. This is the Allosaurus. And got the Amargasaurus, obviously. But, yeah, this is just a guidebook for all the dinos and stuff. As you can see, it's literally just keep flipping the pages. Got the Anki over here, the Stego, Apex Stego, and they got the Atrociraptor. As you can see, that's just a guidebook. And we got this. This is the Wiki Dino book, pardon me, and this is the actual guidebook. As you see here, got the tutorial. So this just shows you how to craft these guidebooks. Obviously, you could morph into a dinosaur in this mod, but we're not going to be going over that today. So let's skip right over there. Obviously, instructions on how to tame a dinosaur. I'll give you guys a second to read that. Obviously, it has the amber converter, so whenever you get any amber or you find it, obviously you can make it into a block and put it in the amber converter. It'll give you some DNA extract, obviously. You got the egg incubator here, obviously, as well. So it's just a couple basic machines that we're going to go over. And, we're going to not go over this because there's all the crafting recipes and stuff. But we do have this actual weapons to show you in the chest beside me. But that was the weapons. Obviously, you got the armor stuff here. Got the jeeps, the motorcycle, the buggy, the dino saddle. So I'm going to make it day real quick so we can actually see where we're looking. There we go. But yeah, there's that. And then the update just came out, adds 10 plus more dinosaurs. And yeah, we're just going to put this away. We're going to jump right into our stuff. As you see here, we got the amber and we got the DNA below it. This is just some of the dinosaur amber you can find with the DNA. Obviously, you got the dinosaur leather here. Obviously, the raw dinosaur meat here. And what's cool about this is it actually comes up with a with like an actual 3D image, which I think is really, really cool. There's that. Obviously, we got these 3 blocks here. This is regular amber ore, which you can find anywhere. Deep slate, obviously you find it below the deep slate level. And then this is the full amber block. This amber block is what you would put in the amber converter, which we're about to go over right now. Throw that there, that back in there. This is the incubator. Obviously egg here, amber converter. Very, very large machine, so you definitely need some space for this. And you'd put the amber block in there, and the egg would come out here. And then you have the centrifuge, which is nice, small, concise. So, obviously, this is one of the smaller machines. Incubator, amber converter, obviously. But, yeah, we'll just throw these back up top. Well, we're going to get to all this stuff in the chest in a minute here, but I'm just going to go over all this other stuff we got. And we've got the, you know what, we'll put it down back here. the safari buggy, the motorcycle, the safari jeep, and then the helicopter. Now, my favorite out of all these is probably either the motorcycle or the helicopter. Obviously, all of these have very nice designs. You can go, drive around, all that. Nice little sound effects there. Obviously, up and down. Unfortunately, you can only go about like a max of 30 to 40 on these. But yeah, this is just the same drive as the other one, but obviously has a much more in-depth design, which I actually kind of like. Helicopter. Hold the jump button to go up. Obviously, you just randomly slow down. So there's that. Obviously, nice, very, very, very nice design here. Obviously, showing off their update. But what I'm going to do is keep going up, and I'm just going to land this in here, nice and easy. Just let it fall, which I think is always nice. Jump back over here. Now what we're going to do, just throw all this stuff up in the chest again, and then we are going to go over some of the weapons. Tranquilizer, stego tail, a sword, a spear. We'll go over that as well. Before we get into the weapons, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the binoculars. Put them in, zooms it in a little bit, which is always nice. Fairly easy. We'll look at a dinosaur here. Apex Stego. As you see, name, personality, activity, mountable, tameable, danger level. So, obviously, standard stuff there. Trike, same thing. But what we're going to do is we got a little test dummy down here. I'm going to test out this. 9 damage, 9 damage, 9 damage. And with this electric blast, what you have to do is you have to hold the left trigger button, charge it, and then shoot. As you can see, it's got, 7 damage consistently. Electric spear, 8 damage. Always nice. Electric sword, 7. Apex Stego tail, highest damage count at 10. I'm a little annoyed that they didn't, little shocked actually, I shouldn't say annoyed. A little shocked they didn't do custom like swinging animations for these, but I get it. Same thing with the stego tail, really. But I understand it, so it's fine. Tranquilizer. When it comes with 1 dart preloaded, I guess. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, this is the first time I'm actually using this gun. So, you literally just hold left trigger and then release to shoot. Fairly simple. I'm going to test it on the stego. Unless it's out of range. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it's only used for smaller dinos, but that would make sense. But yeah, it does, all the weapons, all the new looks and stuff like that, does a significant amount of damage. The darts, the saddle, the herbivore bait. Gonna go over some of these trophy stuff in a second here. We'll do it right here. See, skull trophy. Fortunately, it's only the same thing. Yes, the Pteranodon is, we'll build that real quick. Pteranodon trophy. It is being placed on a ceiling. Hello? I'm a little shocked. T-Rex trophy, obviously, quite massive. Full-scale model, which I really, really like. But I'm going to try and get this to go here. There we go. Yes. So there you see the T-Rex head trophy here. Pteranodon trophy here. Obviously very, very nicely done. Very, very well done. And then you see the massive T-Rex trophy back here. Again, obviously very nicely done. Full-scale model, looks physiologically accurate. So, yeah, just get a quick little run through of all this stuff here. Obviously, you got the darts. These go in the tranquilizer. So that's what they look like. Obviously, you got the dinosaur saddle. So you can't ride any of these guys because they're wild. But you know, you raise a dino from an egg, you'd be able to put this saddle on them, whether it's a carnivore, herbivore, or anything in between, and you'd be able to use it. And the herbivore bait, obviously, as you can see, attracts the herbivores as the Triceratops is spazzing out in its cage. And the carnivore bait does the same thing to carnivores, as you can see. It is following me. But yeah, we're going to throw this stuff back in the chest here. So just some nice little things you got. Obviously, you have the fragments. The fragments are used to obviously make the two trophies. You would need fragments A, B, and C for both to make both. Obviously, fragment A, B, C, A, B, C, and of course you can find these fragments in the overworld. In survival, you would just, when you see them, you'll know exactly what they are. So there's no real way to kind of explain it. But another thing that they added in this game is obviously backpacks. You know, you can do that. Unfortunately, it does say unknown at the top, but that's okay. As you can see, I'm wearing one currently, so I'm going to see if I can't get a view of it. There we go. So it's got the nice little Jurassic symbol on the side there. It looks very, very well done. As you can see, you got the hanging stuff at the bottom. So definitely something to say that this mod is worth it if you enjoy backpacks. But yeah, you know, you break it, you pick it up. But yeah, that is all the all the stuff they have added new. We're just gonna go over some of the dinosaurs that they got here. Obviously, you could tell this one is the Apex T-Rex. Nice blue shade here. Very well done. Highly, highly aggressive. Obviously, I believe I tested this out at one point or another. With this and the Apex Stego, they can kill you without, if you're not wearing any armor, they could kill you in one hit. They are very, very strong and very, very dangerous. Obviously, Apex Stego, as I said, that's the spawn egg. And these each do come with placeable eggs. All the dinos come with placeable eggs in this mod, actually. But they have the exact same kind of block animate, not block animation, but placement animation as the other ones. They have the same kind of color and everything. It literally just looks like a much larger version of the turtle egg. As you can see, spawn trike. Trike's asleep. This, I believe, is the Pyroraptor. Yes. Very, very well done. Probably one of my more favorite dinos in this mod, as well as the Apex Stego. As you can see, follows me. Highly, highly aggressive, highly dangerous. These are pack animals here. Pyroraptors and Velociraptors both. So these will never be alone. If you see one alone, you're probably already dead. So, as you see here, we got a big dino here. The Giga. Very, very well done. Obviously, highly dangerous. Highly, highly powerful. Very, very large. Bigger than the Apex T-Rex. But I believe the Apex T-Rex hits slightly harder. So the Giga by itself is still very, very dangerous. And yeah, it definitely looks the most dinosaur-like, minus of course the head movements slightly. But yeah, definitely one of my personal favorites because it's the most well done. And then obviously you got the Parasaurolophus right here, obviously who is asleep. Got the nice crest on the head, obviously. Most of the herbivore dinosaurs will sleep during the day, as you can see here, Parasaur egg. But as you can also plainly see, most carnivores will not. But again, these are herding dinosaurs, so you will never see one by yourself or by itself. And if you can, it's very, very weak. I wouldn't say it's very, very weak. It's tough, but at the same time, it's not one of the strongest in the game. And obviously it looks physiologically accurate. Color scheme looks nice. It's very, very. Each of these models is all very, very well done. So, without further ado, obviously you can see here this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yep. Color scheme looks amazing. As you can see, mother and a child. Very, very intimidating looking. Very, very dangerous. Highly aggressive. If you manage to kill one, you should be very, very accomplished. Feel very, very accomplished. It is very, very difficult to kill one of these, as they bite very, very hard, and they have very, very tough skin. But they have a lot of health that you could, kind of chip away at with the electric blaster or the tranq gun. But yeah, as you see here, obviously you got the Spino. But these guys are mostly, in the swamps. Again, very, very dangerous. Also, most of these dinos will come in different colors. As you can see, you got a couple different ones here. But they do have a very limited supply of said colors. So, not that they don't come with them, it's just there's very, very few. So, again, if you kill one of these guys, you should feel very accomplished. They're very, very difficult to kill. They are very, very good swimmers, as they will live primarily in the swamps and ocean biomes, as they are somewhat, I guess the term is mono-amphibious. Kind of amphibious, kind of not. But yeah, these are all the land dinos we're going to be going over today. There are aquatic dinos. We have two back here, and there are flying dinos, but unfortunately I will not be showcasing them in this video, as you will certainly have a surprise when you see a few of them, as they have a very, very special method of attack. But we're going to go to day so we can see these guys move around here. This is the Tylosaurus and the Mosasaurus side by side, or Mosasaurus Tylosaurus. Yes, I was right. Tylosaurus here, Mosasaurus here. Yes. I didn't mean to pick that up. These are obviously primarily aquatic dwelling dinos. You will find them deep ocean biomes or swimming around you will find the Mosasaur in deep ocean biomes, as it likes deeper waters. You'll find the Tylosaur in shallower waters where it can hunt the reef fish and all that. But yeah, unfortunately there aren't as many aquatic dinos as there are land or air. But I'm sure they'll be working on that eventually. Yeah, this is definitely one of the better mods that I've seen. The dino models obviously look the most proportionate and the most physiologically accurate. Both of these guys are highly aggressive towards humans. The Mosasaur is a little harder to kill because it dwells in the deep, deep water. But the Tylosaurus is, I don't want to say fairly easy to kill, but it is much easier than the Mosasaur. And you would obviously get a substantial amount of amber and dinosaur meat and leather from both of these. But yeah, I believe that's all we've got to go over in this video. If you guys enjoyed these add-ons, be sure to let me know. Obviously, most of this information I've been telling you is in the books. So if you feel like giving this add-on a shot, it is definitely worth the coins in the marketplace. That's for sure. And yeah, I would absolutely recommend it if you're looking to just do a Jurassic survival type deal, or if you're looking to just chill around and build a Jurassic Park in creative mode or something like that. Definitely one of the more well done and fun add-ons that I've ever played with. So I definitely say it was worth the money I spent. And yeah, if you guys enjoy, be sure to let me know, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.